The only constant in life is change. Everything in life changes. Can we see this? Everything is coming and going. Relationships come and go. Businesses come and go. Families come and go. The weather comes and goes. Your home comes and goes. Nothing is permanent. Yet we feel like there is some sort of something that's permanent about things that are in our life. But really all these forms, right? A tree, a mountain, river, body, animals, all these forms are impermanent. They're always appearing and disappearing. Might have lost you right there with appearing and disappearing. But see that they're always changing. The trees are growing, tree falls down, tree is dying, decomposing, turns into soil, back to the soil, right? Everything is in this constant flux, this constant change. Even the things that you think are permanent. A lot of us, we're living like this body is permanent. Yet, how can we deny that this body was born? It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? Your body is not the same body that came out of your mother. It's completely different. 100% completely different in all your cells. It's changed. Your emotions, they're coming and going. You're never happy all the time. You're never sad all the time. You're never angry all the time. So your emotions are coming and going. Your mind is constantly changing. Thoughts are always coming and going. Thoughts are appearing and disappearing. Your mind is constantly changing. The mind that you have is not the same mind that you had when you were 10 years old. There's new information that you're storing in your memory. With that new information, you're able to imagine different things. Your memory is always changing. As we age, most people are forgetting more things. So we're seeing that it's very limited. Can't remember it. Even when you try and remember it, whatever you remember is not exactly the same it was when we experienced it. So that's changing too. It's changing on all levels. Your energy is always changing. Some days you're low energy, some days you're high energy, some you're medium. But that's always in flux. That's always changing. So can we see that everything is changing in our experience? Every experience is something new. It's something new because it's always changing. It's always different. What causes a lot of suffering is when we try and hold on to an experience. We try and hold on to a memory. We try and hold on to an identity, a role, who we think we are. We want to hold on to the title, entrepreneur. I want to hold on to the title, photographer. I want to hold on to the title, creator. I want to hold on to the title, singer. I want to hold on to the title, dancer. But see that all those titles, they're coming and going. You've had different titles, different roles your entire life. You've never been the same role in life. Your personality is changing. Your personality now is much different than it was when you were 10 years old. So that's changed from 10 to however old you are right now. It's changed. See that it's changing even on a micro level. Throughout the day, it's changing. See that your personality changes depending on who you're around, who you're interacting with. See that you're a different way with your husband or wife than you are with your best friends. See that you're a different way around older people compared to younger people, male and female, in a professional setting or a more relaxed setting, informal. See that you're a different way around people you've known and are comfortable with compared to people who you've never met. So this personality is always changing as well. So out of all these things that are changing, where is the one that you call I? Where can that be found? Because that sense of I, has that changed? No, that feels pretty constant. The I, that sense of I, has been present when I was 3, when I was 8, when I was 16, when I was 24, when I was 32, whatever the interval is at any point in our life. That sense of I has always been the constant. But where is it? Out of all those things that are changing, think of anything, it's changing. Anything that you think of is changing. But we have this sense of, yeah, but that I, the I that I refer to myself as, that hasn't changed. There's an awareness of this. There's an awareness that everything is coming and going. There's an awareness, you are aware that everything in your life is coming and going. Everything is appearing and disappearing. Everything is moving, changing. You have that awareness, right? Are you aware of that? What about that awareness? Is that changing? Is the awareness, has that awareness been there? Has it been here the entire time? Awareness. Awareness is always here. Without that awareness, how would I even be aware that things are coming and going? You're only able to know that which comes and goes because that awareness is permanent. That awareness does not come and go. Everything that comes and goes is bound by time. It's like it's on a timeline. That which is aware of the time is timeless. Everything that's coming going is a form, even so subtle like a thought form. It can be seen. There's an awareness of it's like an awareness of an object. Like even in an emotion, you can objectify an emotion. A thought, a feeling, even energy. So awareness must be even more subtle than energy. Awareness is more subtle than the breath. Awareness is more subtle than space, just this space. Are you aware of the space? Yes. Is the space in your awareness? Yes. Therefore, your awareness must be even more subtle than space itself. So everything is coming and going. And that which is aware of things that are coming and going is awareness. And where's the I? Where's the I that you refer to yourself as? Is it the I of a mother or a father? The I of a businessman or a singer? Those are just roles. Roles that are changing. How can you be something that's changing? You felt this permanent I your entire life. Everything revolves around this I. Hasn't it? Your entire life. I is the most used word. I am waking up. I am brushing my teeth. I am taking a shower. I am making lunches. I am taking kids to school. I am going to my office. I. But have we questioned who is this I? Who am I? What is I? What is this I? Where is it? Who is it? What is it? That's what we're investigating right now. By seeing everything that's changing, where it's like we're picking up stones. Is it here? Nope, can't be here. Is it here? Nope, can't be here. And we're looking everywhere. Think of anything, and it's going to be something that changes. But what's aware of that change? And we just said that sense of I, that sense of I am, right? When you just close your eyes. I am. Right? You don't add anything to it. I am. That's what you are. Just being. And that being that you are is always aware. Whether you like to call it beingness or awareness, it just is. That's a name. It's just a name that we're giving to something that's actually nameless. That beingness, that awareness, whatever you want to call it, it's nameless. It's formless. It's not personal. See, we think that I is a person. But what's a person? Many people think that this is a person. That's not a person. This is a body. A person is nothing more than a mental construct. It's an idea. It's a bunch of ideas held together by some beliefs, some feelings, some identities, some roles, some positionalities, and a few more things. But that's what we basically create a person. That's what I am. But how can you be beliefs? Beliefs are always changing. How can you be positionalities? Positionalities are always changing. How can you be roles? A role is always changing. How can you be an idea? Ideas are always changing. How can you be a concept? Concepts are always changing. But you know, experientially, this is not a belief, nothing to believe in here. It's questioning your beliefs. That's what we're doing. You know through your direct experience that that sense of I has been here, always present, all the time. See, even the waking state, this is the waking state right now, making the video, this waking state, this comes and goes. Sometimes we're waking, right? Throughout the day, waking state. The waking state changes and becomes the dream state. We're sleeping, we're dreaming, and that even comes and goes. Not dreaming all the time, because that changes into the deep sleep state. Or there's that blankness, that nothingness. Yet, we all want it. It's that rest. It's that peace. And when we wake up again, oh, now we're in the waking state. So the waking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep state, those come and go. But what is aware that they come and go? That which comes and goes must be prior to the waking state, prior to the dream state, prior to the deep sleep state. And it must be fundamental. It must permeate all those states, or else how would you know? How would you be aware of when one starts and where one ends? There must be something that's more in the background or transcendent of those states, which is not really a state, because really a state comes and goes. It's accurate to say that the waking state is a state, and the dream state is a state, and the deep sleep state is a state, but what we're pointing to is often called the fourth state, but even that's not that accurate, because it doesn't really come and go. A state is something that has a boundary, right? Like the United States, right? There's a boundary. All the states have boundaries. This state, the waking state, has a boundary. When we fall asleep, well, then that state is defined as this one state is ending and another state is starting. But what is aware? There must be something that is aware of even the falling asleep, where one enters a dream state. There must be an awareness of that dream. Or else how could you know that you dreamt in your sleep? And even that awareness is still there in your deep sleep. Or else how would you know that it's a peaceful sleep? How would you know that it's restful? How would you know that there was no experience? There must be something there, and by there I mean here, there must be something here that's even aware of the no experience. It's like, how does that even register? If there's no experience, there's no experience. So that's not really that accurate. It's actually the experience of no thing. There's an awareness in deep sleep of an experience of no thing, which we often overlook and just say, I don't know what happened, but I love my sleep. Yeah, why do you love your sleep so much? It's a good word to use, love. I enjoy my sleep. That's another good word to use, joy. Rest, peace. These are great words to use. But what is aware of that peace? What is aware of that enjoyment? What is aware of that love? That which is aware of it is that awareness that I'm telling you is permeating everything, that is there in the background, that all of this change is happening within. It's an awareness that has no boundaries. It's boundless. That which is boundless is infinite. This awareness is timeless. It doesn't change. It's beyond time. Time, things that are changing, your body is bound by time. It's getting older. Your mind is bound by time. It's creating past and future. There seems to feel like there's a timeline when you're thinking, a logical process that's linear. You're aware of all of that. Why? How? Because you are that awareness. Who you think you are as a person does not exist. See clearly, see through it, that the person that you take yourself to be is nothing more than a thought. And once we see this, by uncovering everything and turning over all the rocks, we don't find that I there. It's like we're looking for almost like a miniature version of myself. Where? It's got to be somewhere in my head. No. My heart. No. Where could I be? I'm not the emotion. I'm not my memory. I'm not my imagination. I'm not my feelings. I'm not my, where am I? But what is looking? What is aware? What is doing the seeing? When I say see clearly, what is doing the seeing? Awareness, the seeing of awareness. And that's what you are. Pure awareness, infinite, limitless, timeless, changeless, eternal, ever present. It's what's been here and now all the time. You can confirm this by just being aware. Are you aware? Yes. Is there any effort that you need to do to be aware? No, it's effortless. That which is effortless is because that is your nature. It's natural. It's natural to be aware. It's something that you actually can't turn off. Are you aware? Yes. Are you aware of being aware? Yes. Awareness is nature, is self-awareness. What happens is we think that when we say ourself, we think that myself, and we point to the body, that this is me. Is that you? Is it the real you? Are you the body, or do you have a body? We refer to ourselves, we say, my body. Yeah. What is fundamental to the body? Awareness. Is the body aware of awareness, or is awareness aware of the body? Is the mind aware of awareness, or is awareness aware of the mind? Are your feelings aware of awareness, or is awareness aware of your feelings? How can the feelings be aware of awareness? Awareness is aware that the feelings come and go. Everything comes and goes except for that awareness. And that awareness is what you are. It's not personal. There's no name, there's no gender, there's no religion, there's no culture, there's no any sort of description that makes it personal. It's just simply a presence that simply is being aware. And when we see clearly that who we think we are as a person does not exist, there's now a new awareness of a presence. And it feels like there's a shift from person to presence. And it's a returning home to our true nature as that presence that is being aware at all time, that is always here and now, that is eternal, without beginning and without end. It is the presence that was never born, and that which is never born can never die. The body is born, and the body will die. That which is aware of the body being born will also be aware of the body dying. That which is aware is untouched by all experiences. Are you aware? Yes. Now that awareness is not touched by this experience. But this experience, watching the video, is only possible because of that awareness. The awareness that's here and now, that's everywhere. It's non-local. It permeates everything. It's infinite. And just through this discovery of discovering what is permanent and impermanent, it's very liberating, because we've separated what is permanent from what is impermanent. And now there's a realization that what you are is permanent. So let go of what is impermanent. Everything else is impermanent, so just let it go. And simply just be. Just be present. Be aware. You always are. But through identifying with something that's impermanent, such as the body or the mind, we dream ourselves to be that. You are not the body. You are not the mind. You have a body. You have a mind. You experience your body. You experience your mind. You experience your body. You're experiencing your body all the time. But you're also experiencing the change of the body. So how can you be that? And what is aware of that change? What is experiencing that change? That which is experiencing the change of the body must be beyond the body. That which is experiencing the change in time must be beyond time. That which is experiencing the finite forms must be infinitely formless. That which experiences birth and death, that which is aware of birth and death, must be beyond birth and death. Eternal. Your true nature.